Okay.
You're the original.
Huh?
You're the original.
I'm the original. It's the only one.
The only one. Okay. Let me get this going.
Where y'all from?
I'm from Tennessee.
Tennessee?
Mhm.
What part of Tennessee?
Johnson City.
Johnson City.
I'm from Morristown.
Morristown.
And Neely's from
I'm from everywhere. I
everywhere.
live in Knoxville right now.
She's from Hancock County and
Played Morristown, basketball. Jefferson City in football.
Okay. What's your name?
James E. Box.
James E. Box.
You know how to spell that? Box?
B-O-X.
Right.
And
I do like my son spell it with two X, so I'm worried he got that two X.
that's hip.
Oh, I'm not hip.
Oh, well, you look kind of hip. So, where were you born at?
Harlan, Kentucky.
Harlan, the city.
Yeah. Not the city, out of Harlan.
Where at?
Crummage Creek. You ever heard of Crummage Creek?
Uh-huh. Yep. And that, what
On
year?
Coal. Huh?
Go ahead.
Coal mine.
Coal mine.
Mhm.
What,
What part?
well, you grew up on Crummage Creek.
Yeah.
Is that where you spent your early life at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I was born from coal mine. I mean, on Coalfield.
In the coal field. Did you, where'd you go to school at early on? First school?
I went to school at Lincoln
Mm-hmm.
and Harlan.
Mm-hmm. Harlan Rosenwald?
No,
Mm-hmm.
we went to a church in Chevrolet.
And that was the school.
School, yeah.
Do you remember the name of the church?
No,
Uh-huh.
I was,
Kid.
I guess, 6 or 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So I moved, come down here for a year, and then go back to Harlan and stay for a year. I was fixing.
Okay. How long did you stay up in Harlan?
Well, I guess
You gotta give me that, you wrinkles, crinkles.
it's all right. I don't know. Off and on.
Uh-huh.
I moved down here in '53 for good.
Okay. And how old were you around that time?
'53,
No, yeah, in 53, when you moved down here for good.
11.
You was 11 years old.
Mhm.
So you're still pretty young.
Yeah.
Do you remember any of the other communities up in Harlan, like Everett's or Coal Splint? Any of them up there? Any of the other coal camps?
Yeah, I'm on Coast Man.
Yeah. I think all of them had each one had a little black school, one room black school. There was a church and school.
Yeah.
And each one had one, but they all come together and went to
Yeah.
Harlan, right?
Well, see, we was too far out from Crummage Creek.
Uh-huh.
You know where Kaywood's at?
Yeah.
Well, Crummage Creek was about a half a mile.
Okay. So
So
it's,
we could walk up, you know,
Mhm.
commissaries, you know, they had commissaries where we go to.
now what was your parents' names?
My grandmother and grandfather, they raised me.
Uh-huh.
And my grandmother's name was Corey Box.
Okay.
And my grandfather was Ollie Box.
Did he work in the mines?
Yeah,
Yeah. How long did
I have no
his
idea.
whole life?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you remember your grandma's maiden name?
Corey Smith.
Of course, she was a Smith.
Yeah.
And were they both from Harlan?
No, my grandmother's from Georgia.
Uh-huh. You know where your granddad's from?
I don't know.
Where he came from. But he probably wasn't from Harlan, was he? He probably moved up.
I have no idea. See, they raised me. My mother left me when I was 1 year old.
Uh-huh.
She moved to Dayton, Ohio.
Okay. For work up there?
Yeah, she was some work up there. My grandma just took over. She
Just-
raised me up since I was 1 year old.
Wow.
80.
Yeah. And so then you, do you know where they're buried at?
My grandmother been at Lantis.
Cemetery.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And my grandfather, he was buried in Cleveland somewhere.
Okay. Cleveland, Tennessee, or
Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Mhm.
Did he go up there for work,
No, he worked in the coal mine.
Oh, okay. And so after he was done, he went up there, done working.
No,
Uh
he worked in the coal mine till he retired
huh.
up in Kermit Creek.
Uh huh. And then how did he end up in Cleveland?
Huh?
How did he end up in Cleveland?
Oh, well, he died in Middlesboro.
Uh huh.
And so his sister,
Took him up there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, 11 years old, you come to Middlesboro. So you come from Crummey's Creek to Middlesboro. You come into the big city.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a big city, being out in that little old country. Back in the woods, on the coal field.
So you come to town and then you go. I
We
assume.
didn't come to town that much.
Yeah.
We, only time we come to town is we come to Middlesboro.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And shop and go back.
No, we did shopping in town
Mhm.
and all.
Yeah.
Did all the shopping on the commissary.
Oh.
Commissary,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Company commissary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now, when you 11 years old, you come to Middlesboro. Did you? So then you start going to Lincoln.
Yeah,
Yeah. What was that like?
it was great.
Yeah.
It was great. Coming down here like a city.
Mhm.
It was like
Mhm.
Yes, it was like a city.
Yeah. What do you remember about your early years at Lincoln? What's some stuff that stick out to you about your time there?
Basketball, football, baseball.
Mm. You played.
Did all three of them.
Okay. Who was the big rivalries?
Harlem, Manch, Big Stone Gap,
Mm-hmm.
Jefferson City, Morristown, Harrison, Lincoln Ridge, Ballsville. That's about it.
Did y'all play Nelson Mary in Jefferson City?
No,
Nelson Mary School?
we just played all black schools.
Yeah. Okay. And Morristown would be in. Y'all didn't play Morristown College, did you?
No,
No.
Hart High School.
Morristown High School. Judson Hill, I guess. Judson Hill School, Morristown. Did
I don't know the name of it.
Yeah.
I know it's Morristown.
yeah, Morristown. Did y'all travel up to Big Stone Gap and Morristown to play ball?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. How was that? 'Cause that's over the hill and through the woods.
It was rough.
Yeah.
It was rough trying to beat them.
Yeah.
Lynch never could beat them.
Yeah.
Never. We go up to Lynch, or they come down here.
Mhm.
They drink out them coal mines. Now we kids.
Uh-huh.
Arlen did too.
Yeah.
And back then, you could go to school, you could go to Army, come out of Army and play sports.
Mhm.
That was back then, though.
Yeah.
Go to school.
Yeah. So they had some grown men.
And the only game we could win was homecoming.
Uh-huh.
Now, we win homecoming, but the rest of it,
Wash.
we had a time.
Uh-huh.
Basketball, we got the leftover from the high school.
Uh-huh.
Chin strap, no chin strap. Had shoes, you know,
Uh-huh.
football shoes. we had to take one shoestring and cut it in half to make
To fit both shoes.
Hey, one hip pie, one hip pad, one side of the hip on the shoulder pad. That's the way it was.
Yeah, yeah.
We got the leftover from high school.
Uh-huh.
That's the way it was. It
Yeah.
was.
Mm.
But we had time though.
Yeah, yeah. Had a good time.
That was football. Now basketball and baseball was a whole lot different.
Yeah.
We had uniforms, you know. But at the football team, the first 11 players started. Well, they had regular jerseys with the white jersey with the blue top.
Mm-hmm.
The others just had plain white shirts.
White shirts on. So the starters had what they needed.
They,
Yeah.
11 of them.
Yeah, yeah.
This how poor we And leftover books
Mm-hmm.
from high school.
Mhm.
We had them.
With stuff already written in.
All them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Them good old days.
Are there any teachers or coaches that stick out to you that you think of fondly?
Well, all them dead. Anderson, Miss Anderson, Delphine, old man Bryant and Maddie Bell Bryant, Arlie McKinney, Miss Ball, Principal Osborne. Miss Ball, she was the principal too, woman principal. And that's about it.
Did y'all go to church coming up?
Yeah.
After you moved to Middlesboro, which church did you all
I
attend?
went to Mount Ryan.
In Mount Moriah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Is that your what you consider your home church?
Yeah.
Mount Moriah. So after you got out of high school, what'd you do?
Went to work.
What kind of work did you get into?
I started work when I was 15 years old. Arrested here in Middlesboro. 15 years old, washing dishes for 25 cents an hour. And there was your dishwasher.
Right, no machine.
No machine.
Uh-huh.
Back in 58, I had no machine. Here was your there was your machine. Okay. I photographed there, washed dishes for I don't know how long, about 6 or 7 months. And I had an uncle. He was the second cook. And I had a cousin, he was the head chef. So one day, they got behind. They hollered at me, said, Box, I said, what y'all want? Make some cornbread. I said, who, me? He said, yes, you. I can't boil water. I said, what did you put in it? And how much? You know what they told me? Soup myself.
Okay.
I did.
Uh-huh.
They finally told me what to put in,
Uh-huh.
but they didn't tell me how much.
Uh-huh.
So I made it. Best cornbread day of ever. From that day on, the next day, every time I got a break, I was working there with them cooks. Yeah, with them cooks. And I learned to cook. Got 50 cents an hour. 64 years in cooking before I retired.
So that was your career? All started with the cornbread.
64 years. I retired in 210.
What about cooking gave you satisfaction? Like what about doing that work? Like what did you really look forward to?
I love it.
Uh-huh.
I could cook anything. You name it, cook it.
Yeah.
Wasn't no problem.
Mhm.
I used to run a buffet. I worked up here, Holiday Inn and Ramada Inn.
Mhm.
I worked there for 36 and a half years. I opened it up, I almost closed it.
Mhm.
They didn't close it. They sold it out. I retired in 2004, and they sold it out in 2005.
Mhm.
I cooked 20 years at LMU College. And I don't know how many years, how many restaurants I have worked in.
Mhm.
And
Mhm. So you were a known commodity. People knew.
everybody knows me.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And so, in all your years of cooking, you have to have, and I know, I've worked in restaurants. I know
It ain't easy.
it's not easy, but I also know the culture of the cooks in the kitchen, right?
Yep.
You got to keep them happy,
Alright.
and you don't mess around with the cooks. So you have to have some stories from all them years in the kitchen.
I ain't got no story about the cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got no story. All I know they work with Teller.
Yeah, yeah,
And I was on good.
yeah.
See, I'd run a buffet line, a party or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Just straight work.
This state.
Mm-hmm.
I have a party for 100 something, I have a buffet line going and coming too. It's
Mhm.
all the same time.
Yeah. And you'd have to know how to coordinate all that.
Right.
Yeah. You can't do stuff too early. You can't do stuff too late. Yeah.
I used to make up stuff, food. I tell you what I did one day. When they opened up, they used to have a magazine. So every day I come to work every day early. I get up there and read, just going through the books, and I said, And so I said, tuna fish. I said, I can make that mild. So I goes back in the kitchen and it keeps on my mind, tuna fish. Tuna fish, tuna fish. I said, okay. And I said, and they always had a salad bar, sandwich, on buffet lines, sandwich where you have hams, sliced ham,
A
where you-
cold bar.
yeah, a cold bar, you make sandwich. So I went on in the back and they kept that, kept on my mind. So I said, I know what I'll do. So we bought big cans of tuna, I went back there, opened it up, throw it in a big pot, chopped with some onions and celery. Went out there and got me some turkey, tuna, chicken, ham, roast beef, chopped it all, throw it in that pot. Cooked me some macaroni and rice, throw it in that pot. I just making a mess. I got it thrown and I stirred. I got it all mixed up and I had a big old pot full of pan. I mixed it up and I said, I'm gonna call this sea olive tuna salad.
Okay.
I mixed it up and made me a big punch bowl full. Took it out there and put it on the line there, or salad, had potato salad, macaroni salad, ambrosia salad, coleslaw. And people ate every bit of that night. Well, I had to make me some more of it. It kept on eating. I hate to see it. And I just took this, sent me, it went like crazy. So this man, I came wedding for him. He wanted me to came wedding for him. I came, he wanted that. I said, I fix that. Yeah. One day, we had some corn, boiled corn left over, left over from the bus. Had a bunch of it. I said, well, now what is I'm going to do with all this corn on here, though? I said, I could fry it. I said, no, that ain't be. So, something hit me. I said, I don't know what I'll do. So we always kept bunch of, like you can fry chicken, chicken mix,
Bread.
Yeah, bread, I said, I know what I do. Corn on the cob like that, like that. So I got one of, I went over and got me one of them. I throw me some water with bread it, throw it back in the water again,
Bread again.
Yeah, bread again, stuff it in I chop it in the french fry. Boy, all I need, bread. Oh man, the girls and the waiters and boy, that's good, boss. I said, okay. I said, well, okay. So I know what I do with it. And so, like if I have steak or fried chicken, steak, where I have to fix, because, you want to decorate your plate, Okay. I said, I cut them about right in pieces, and I put decoration for the plate. Just decoration.
Yeah.
Man, I got rid of that corn. Every bit.
Ate all of it.
Put it. I was putting them pictures on decoration, on plate there. They said, "Tell about send me some more of that." Okay. So I started doing it regularly, decoration. That's a lie, they'll come up.
You just made it up.
Yeah. I did stuff like it.
Yeah.
I make up stuff, but
Yeah.
never did throw it away or nothing.
Yeah.
I always turned that right.
Yeah. It's almost like a mad scientist kind of like a science lab. It's like you get to like make creations and mixtures and that people will enjoy.
I never did have no trouble like that.
Yeah.
And biscuits, I used to make biscuits. Boy, I used to make biscuits out of this world. I still make them. Best biscuits you ever tasted.
So now that you're retired, who you cook for?
Nobody.
You're nobody.
I don't even cook for myself.
You know.
I miss TV dinner.
You don't cook for yourself.
No, I don't cook for myself.
Done. So over the years, besides work, you worked your whole life. What's some things you did for enjoyment, to kick back, hobbies or to relax, or things that you like to do for fun?
Nothing.
Nothing. Not a thing.
In the summertime, I work.
Yeah.
I cook. I got 3 people I cut rice for in the summertime.
Yeah. But you like to watch sport? Do you watch
Oh,
sports?
sports.
Okay.
Baseball,
Yeah.
football, basketball, and softball. That's my 3 sports that I watch.
Yeah.
The rest of the sports, I would give you a nickel.
You don't touch.
No touch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Golf, can't stand it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you about golf. Never played golf. I hit 2 golf balls in my life. But I got a first place trophy.
For the 2 that you hit in your whole life.
No,
Oh,
I've got a first place trophy.
it's not yours.
Yes, it is, Mom.
So what? How'd you tell the story? How'd you get a first place trophy?
Well, see, they have a formal team, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. My son, a boy named Peter Gilbert, another boy, I can't think of his name, was on the team. We had a reunion. It was a reunion tournament, you know.
Mhm.
And I went out there, rode the cars, you know, and they won the tournament. So they had 4 trophies. Anyway, he brought the trophy over to me. Here's your trophy. I said, no, that ain't my trophy, that's my friend's trophy. No, this is your one. I said, okay, I'll take it.
You just have to be in the right place at the right time.
No, they had to get to somebody.
And you got
They-
it.
See, they had 4 trophies,
Uh-huh.
but they didn't have a 3 on the team.
Oh.
So that it was mine. See, that
And you don't even like golf that much, huh?
Oh,
You don't even like golf.
I hit 2 golf balls in my life.
Uh-huh.
And my son was, he going, he lived in Lexington. He said, Dad, I'm going to play golf. Practice golf. You won't go? I said, nope. I ain't doing no walking. I'm gonna get a card. I said, okay. So we got out there. He's looking around. He's on some holes. He's looking around. What are you looking around? He said, I'm gonna let you hit the ball. I said, okay. I said, I can't hit that ball. He said, what? I said, I'm left-handed. But when I said that, boy, me and him are. He thought I was right. I'm left-handed. Ah, you ain't left-handed. I said, I know what I mean. Ah, you can. So, Bob was from out here to there. So, I was left-handed. And I used to play baseball. I switched over, you know. Try to hit me right-handed. Turned out did pretty good, real good, real good. So I hit that ball and but I hit that ball and that ball, phew. Well, the next time, when they had the reunion, he let me hit one on that was over with, same place. Hit it, jump. Couldn't have that.
Yeah.
I don't care nothing about that. Now, he was a track man.
Yeah.
He had won 4 state track championships.
Now, what's his
Right.
name?
James
James.
Box
James
Jr.
Box Jr. James Box Jr. How many kids you got?
Me,
Uh-huh.
2,
And
boy and a girl,
what's the girl's name?
Betty,
Betty. Betty Box.
Betty McCann.
McCann. She got married.
Yeah.
How old are they?
58, 56.
58, 56. Was you married?
Hmm?
Was you married?
Yeah, both of them married.
No. Okay. And what about you?
Me,
Uh-huh.
I was married. I
Uh-huh.
was married at 48 years. My wife died. Cancer.
What was her name?
Mildred
Mildred
Box.
Box. What was her maiden name?
Mildred, and Bean Box.
Bean Box. Now, where was she from?
Middlesboro.
She was from Middlesbrough.
Mhm.
And how'd y'all meet?
I picked her up on the streets.
Uh-huh. Shit.
We just fooled around with love.
And fell in love. Yeah. Nice. What do you remember about any of the black businesses that used to be in Middlesboro? I've heard several people talk about 19th Street, but there were other black businesses in Middlesboro too, right?
19th Street's bad, man. Just like everything, it's bad.
Yeah, yeah. But there were other businesses too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
but we just couldn't go in, front. We had to go to the back.
Yeah.
And then use this separate water machine
Mhm.
and stuff. And cause I had this boy when he was resting down there in Blackboard. He went into Perry resting fountain, Perry and Perry and Folks. He went in there. Him and another white friend, good friends, baseball players, kids back
Yeah.
then. They went in there playing with this man, the owner, knocked the glass out. Boy, man,
Mhm.
right. This was a black man. I mean, this white man knocked the owner.
Glass out of it.
Yeah. And his white boy's daddy went down there and seen it.
Mhm.
He better not ever do it
Yeah. What were some of the more popular black spots in town that people would go to? Restaurants or juke joints or clubs?
again. We had, well, when I was young, but they had the Silver Slipper.
Okay.
That was a rough place.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Silver Slipper was rough. I used to sneak out there all the time when I was 9, 10 years old.
Mhm.
Sneaking.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't go in, because they wouldn't let me in.
Uh-huh.
I'd sneak out there outside, they have be having time.
Get your eyes full. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then we had another restaurant, Savoy,
Mm.
for black people.
Mhm.
Then we had on down the streets, on 20th Street, both of them on 20th Street. The young people's, one name was Savoy, the other name was the Plaza Grill.
Okay.
Now them was for the Plaza Grill was for the young adults,
Okay.
and Savoy it was for youngers and old adults, So they was, it was kind of for black people. It was they gambled and stuff like that,
Mhm.
But on down the streets there, it was for middle side
Mhm.
kids. And it was nice, but the man he didn't go with all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can go in there and have me a good time, take my liquor in there and drink it.
Mhm.
Go outside and drink it, not have it in my pocket and drink
Mhm.
it. But he didn't like no stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And see, I could do that because I didn't know what he was going. Nobody raised no hell in there.
Yeah. No better.
Yeah. So he have to go.
What was his name?
Willie Ed
Willie
King.
King. Have you seen how have you seen Middlesboro change over the years? I mean, you've been here a while and you've worked in Middlesboro most of your life. Have you seen it change for the good and bad?
Well, one thing, ain't no jobs here for young people. And another thing, you ain't can't find nobody to work. You ain't gonna find nobody. I can give him $100 an hour. I wouldn't work for $200 an hour. Cause I can't stand up long enough
Yeah.
to cook.
Yeah. Well, you're retired.
No, I ain't retired. I'm retarded.
No.
But y'all, they getting. They told you I was crazy, didn't they?
Yeah.
But I ain't enjoyed though.
But you've seen the job prospects shrink over the
And-
years.
And town, when I was coming up, Middlesboro had a population of 15,000. You know what it is now? 9.
Really?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
And I think that it's bigger than that.
No.
Greenville, Tennessee's 15,000. So it's smaller than Greenville.
Millsburg.
But the buildings are, I mean, there's more buildings than an average small town, you know? I don't know. It just looks like a bigger town.
What, downtown?
Mm-hmm.
That man, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was nice and crazy.
Yeah.
Nice and everything.
Somebody was telling me that people worked at the tannery, and then also coal miners would come to town and spend their money and just do it up.
This town never did want no factories.
Mm-hmm.
They had the tannery, tin flag, tin flag. It's a tin flag. Oh, shucks. Shirt factory. Permit pipe. Copper factory. And Smithville now. But there was another name before it. Something I can't think of. That was 7 factories. Now, ain't but one. That's Smithville.
So where do people go to work? Do they go to Barberville or Morristown or LMU?
No,
No.
the more people's here now is retired.
Yeah.
You gotta leave Millsburg to get a job.
Yeah.
Ain't no decent job here. No factories or nothing.
But you was able to make a living. You made a living.
Oh, yeah. I had, when I was working, I kept 2 jobs all the time. I'm gonna tell you something. And, you know, Dr. Yule's office down here? Well, it was a place named Manry Theater. Theater, Manry Boys. Outshine shoes at the Manry Boys shop. I made good money shining shoes. I shined shoes there for about a year. I'd average about $25, $23 shining shoes, 15 cents. Well, most of about usually a quarter, you know. So I would go, I'd get home. If I made 30 cents, I'd go bought me a meal. I'd go down here to Sports Center, get me 2 hot dogs for a quarter. I'd go where the skating ring is. I'd go across the street there and get me a big 16-ounce Mr. Cola for a nickel.
Okay.
2 hot dogs.
So that's 30 cents.
That's 30 cents. That's a meal.
Mm-hmm.
Everything on that hot dog would mean a whole meal. 2 for a quarter. Loaf of bread was 25 cents. Gas was 25 cents a gallon. You could take $1, go to Knoxville back.
Now, once you got grown, did you do any ripping and running? Did you go down to Knoxville or go to any of these other places and visit folks or hang out?
Uh-uh.
No, you didn't, never did that.
No, when I got grown, I didn't go nowhere.
Just work.
Just work.
Yeah.
Only time I'd go to Knoxville was my grandmother, you know, sick or something, you know, take her to the doctor, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, going out of town,
Yeah.
now I would go out of town and see my kids, grandkids, and great-grandkids.
Now, where are they? Where are your kids at?
my kids,
Mm-hmm.
my son and daughter,
Uh-huh.
they in Lexington.
And they, yeah, where the jobs are.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
I got grandkids in Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
I got 3 great grandkids in Louisville.
Wow. How's it feel to be a grandpa and a great grandpa?
Feel good.
Yeah.
Feel real good. Feel good, somebody. Grandpa, granddad,
Mhm.
feels good.
Yeah.
When I go down there and see them, I stay for 3 or 4 weeks or maybe a month. Boy, and they have a fit.
Yeah.
When I get back, my sister-in-law, hey, you doing nothing. I said, I love Lexington and Louisville. I love it. But to live down there, no way.
Yeah.
You couldn't give.
There's
Uh-uh.
no place like home.
No, it sure ain't.
Mm-hmm.
It sure ain't. Boy, when I get back home, I can't wait. I kiss that bed and wish away. when I go down there, most of them I stay with my daughter. I stay a couple of nights with my son. My daughter, she got a bed that's almost on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And he got a bed about that high, just like mine at home.
Mhm.
But ain't no bed like your own bed. Ain't nothing like your
You-
at home.
That's the truth. That's the truth. Well, if there's anything that you want to make sure people know, hear about you or your life or your hometown, what would that be? If there's one thing you want to make sure people hear and understand, what would that be?
I don't know. I tell you one thing, I know more people know me. I bet it's 5,000 or 6,000 people here in town know me. Everybody.
Everybody knows you. Do you go to any of the local games, sports, the high school games? Did you go to any of them?
Softball,
Mm-hmm.
baseball, and football.
High school.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go to every one of them
Mhm.
that I get a chance to.
Yeah. LMU don't have any sports, do they?
Yeah,
Do they?
yeah.
What do
They
what do they got?
they gotta have some good teams.
Yeah.
They in the Division 1,
Yeah. Yeah.
NCAA.
Division One.
Yeah, they in Division 2.
Oh, okay.
You see,
Okay.
they got Division 1 and Division 2.
Uh-huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they have some bad teams over there, and you have some good teams.
Yeah.
About 2 or 3 years ago, they went to the farm.
Hmm. Okay.
They always have some good ball clubs over there.
Yeah.
They have some good teams over
The rail splitters.
there. I go over there all the time.
Yeah.
Them teams out there.
Yeah. Okay. Am I missing anything?
Now,
I think you covered it.
Oh, you got something. What you got? Oh. "1954 Kentucky champs, all stars.
state
James
champs.
James Box. Integrated.
Yep. First team ever been integrated in the South.
Lewis Wright. Richard Williams. Gary Myers.
Mhm.
Glenn Gooden.
Mhm.
John Spriggs.
Yeah.
Charlie Watkins. James Box. Who's that?
I don't know, that's Jose Gonzalez.
Oh, Jose Cazal. Cotton Rosenbaum.
Man.
Billy Birch.
Mhm.
Bill Dean.
Yep.
James Claude Turner. Roy Robertson, Bobby Rogan, Danny Schultz, and Kenny Williams. And you beat the state.
We won the state in 1954.
It was the first integrated Little League team in the South.
Nice.
You know what? We went to Harlem, played for the district. We got up there, beat Harlem in the first game, and beat Hyden for the district. We went to state tournament in Lexington. We goes down there. They said, y'all can't play. The mayor said, this is a white field. Our president said, if we don't play, we'll call the commissioner in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. So we played. We beat a team named Murphy. Middleton.
Middleton.
Yeah, Middleton.
Middleton.
Kentucky. We beat them for the first game. We beat Lexington for the state tournament. Okay. We goes to Greenville, South Carolina. That's about, I don't know how many miles Greenville, South Carolina from here.
Good 4 hours. Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We took 2 bands. We got down there, run through the Ku Klux Klan. State Patrol, they said, okay, we gets to the ball field. We got that taken, bat practice. They call us everything and that's all I got. One of this boy named Charles Watkins, he was a pitcher. And he said, I hope nobody hits the ball to me. So we lost 2-1 to Lakeland, Florida. And me and this boy named Kenneth Williams, we had to stay in Federal Home at Sixth.
Yeah.
We had to stay in Federal Home in Black People. So me and Kenneth Williams stayed together. The other 2 stayed different places, you know. So me and Kenneth, we started uptown. Didn't know where we were going, or we was going to hunt the other black boys, or other white boys.
Yeah.
You know.
Your teammates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this brother, we got to go up there. This man, me and Kim we was standing. He seen us up there where the boys was standing. He run out there and got us. Said, what are y'all doing up here? Y'all ain't got no business up here. He got out, took us back to where his house. See, me and Kim, and you know what? That's the one, we was all there running the whole place down there. They didn't jack us up down there.
Especially with the Klan running around.
So we lost 2-1. And so all them 6 boys in that team was starters.
Wow.
They had 3 white boys. Made 9 players. The one was 6 black boys. Richard Lewis Wright, he was the first baseman. Richard Reeves was center field. John Robert Spriggs, he was a pitcher when he wasn't pitching. He was to the right field, and I was the catcher.
Okay.
And Charles Watkins, he was a pitcher. When he wasn't pitching, he played right field.
Okay.
Okay. And Kenneth Williams played third base. And that left Bobby Rogan the second baseman. And Gary Wayne Myers was shortstop. And Roy Robinson, right field.
Okay.
Now Roy, we beat Lexington. He was 10 years old, hit a grand slam against Lexington. He was 10 years old, the rest of us were 12.
And he hit a grand slam.
He hit a grand
Well,
slam. And we played, I'm telling you about Lewis Wright, he was the first baseman. It was the funniest thing. We was beating them. I forgot what the score was. And somebody got a hit. And Lewis, he ran to third. If he'd have slid it, he'd have been safe. But he didn't slide. Got back to the dugout. I said, Lewis, why do you slide? Why do you slide? He seen the way he told him. Said, the ground was too hard. But the ground was hard too, and it wasn't no grass.
right.
It wasn't no grass on the infield or there. It
Just dirt.
just dirt.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Dead hot as I don't know what.
Clay. Mm-hmm. Mm.
And this boomer, you heard what's his name? Played first base of Baltimore. Boot Pam.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the Boot Pam?
Mm-hmm.
He beat us 2-1 down in Greenville, South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
He's a major league player.
Yeah.
All right. In '57, we played Babe Ruth ball. And the same, in '57, the same black boys
Mm-hmm.
made the All-Star team except this Charles Watkins.
Okay.
We won the district tournament in Babe Ruth. We won the state. We won the state tournament here.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going for the Richmond, playing the Richmond. We went to Portage, Wisconsin
Huh. Okay.
to play in the Richmond. We get up there, we beat Indiana 16-1. Beat Chicago 4-3. We got rained out the next game. And we had to play on Sunday. We played Cincinnati for Richmond. Cincinnati beat us 3-2. If we beat Cincinnati, we went to the World Series.
Oh. Wow.
And you know who was playing for the second baseman for Cincinnati? Pete Rose.
Oh, shit.
2 major league players we played against and lost.
But that has to make you feel a little bit better, don't it?
Yes, sir, that made me feel a whole lot better. And them people everywhere in Beirut and Little League, we got treated like. When we went to Portage, Wisconsin, everybody was pulling for Kentucky. Everybody had won, every state had won a region up there except Kentucky, and everybody was pulling for Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
And we stayed at this motel. All the other teams stayed in the motel. We was first on everything. They come down to eat. They come down to eat. We eat before they did.
Okay. Wow. Huh. The difference between Wisconsin and South Carolina.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, Chicago beat us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Boy, some joke come up around. And hit a ball out there. Boys pitcher there, John Ross Briggs, he played center field. And the umpire said, too bad. He come back and dug it. I said, that ball went over the fence. Damn. We'll beat them 4-3.
Okay. Well, you made history. You was a part of history on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they'll never get that money now.
You don't think so?
No. $6 million? You think you're gonna get $6 million out of there?
Dang, no. I don't know why it would cost $6 million to make a movie.
Oh, yes, what it's gonna cost?
Better than Hollywood.
Yeah.
Is it a Hollywood production?
I don't know what
I-
it's conducted on.
That's the only movie I could think of that would be that much.
How many of these guys are still around?
Well, oh, let's see. Me and Ken, this boy right here, Williams, he's still around. And oh, let's see, Charles Watkins, he died about, let's see, Charles Watkins died about last month sometime.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, who else? No, let's see. Lewis Wright, he's dead. Richard Williams dead. John Ross Briggs is dead. George Watkins dead. Let's see who else is dead on there. Danny Shoes, he dead. He died month before last. Bill Burch is dead. James Cross dead. Bobby Rogan. Bobby Rogan. I don't know about Bobby Rogan. Don't know about Glenn Gooden. I don't know about him. Bill Dean, he's still living.
Oh, okay.
Now, I'll tell you about Bill Dean. We had a meeting at Green Funeral Home. Been over a year or so. We was having a meeting about it out and up at the funeral home. And we come up and we was talking about it, you know, moving. And come up there and he said, man, Jim Smith said it around about 3 million. Bill Dean said I come up with 300. I come up with 3 million. Somebody would match it.
Hmm.
I said, he ain't got no money. So I got a good friend with a very good friend, Bill Dean. And I asked him, yeah, no Bill. And I was telling him that. He said, oh yeah, he got it. And more.
Hmm.
I thought he was joking when he said it.
Mm-hmm.
Out there in that
He had it.
You had it, and more.
Wow. Well, let me take your picture. You gotta hold this up since you saved the best for the last.
What do you mean I said this for the last?
That's an amazing story. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
What?
Through?
Yeah.
Okay.
The last thing that we need from you is to fill this form out.
Feel that out?
But do you think that you don't think it's gonna get made, or
Hey, I won't never see it.